It's another day and I had another stupid idea, I think, because I decided to change the front windshield on my Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport. It's not that I had much complaint about the stock one. It's actually quite good. When you fully extend the windshield, it's actually tall enough to push the wind above my helmet, and I have to mention I'm 180 centimeters tall and the seat in the highest position. So in the highest position the windshield blow actually the whole wind above my helmet. In low position actually you have a nice cool breeze going towards your chest, and when you have open visor in your helmet you have a nice air kind of going inside the helmet. It will vent you when you're going slow through the town or wherever. However, this screen, as you can see, it's kind of very narrow. So when I ride with the motorway speed on open straight roads, I have a bit air breeze on my arms and on my shoulders. So as with the almost all stock windshields, it's not perfect. I would prefer that screen would be a little bit wider and maybe cover those holes. So I decided have a look on the replacement windshield, and while I was on EICMA in Milan, I just came across a WRS company and I had a chat with them, and they had a few different windshields in stock. So I decided to give it a go. They gave me a good discount and decided to go with one of them windshields. It's a touring version. As you can see, it's slightly taller and slightly wider. They claim it's 2.5 centimeters taller and in total 4.5 centimeters wider. It's supposed to cover all that holes and be slightly taller and wider. It's shame that Honda from 2024 model doesn't offer anymore the windshields which they were before on up to 2023 model Adventure Sport. I got from Honda 23 models of those winglets, and unfortunately they don't fit. They told me they won't fit, but they want to try, so I had to just return them. They're just too small, different shape, because the front end of 2024 ATAS is completely different. As you can see, this touring one, which cover those holes and slightly bit taller and wider, so we'll see. WRS has also a slightly bigger version of this, but I thought the bigger version would be too big. So basically the whole screen, it's held by the 6 Allen head bolts, and they're very tight with very little torque, so you have to be careful, don't damage them. So all you have to do, remove all those 6 bolts, drop down the stock windshield and put the new one, and we'll see how this will go. So the bolt has kind of plastic nylon washers, so you have to be careful. The washers, and there's a rubber as well, so this rubber actually stuck on. See, it's a nylon washer and it's a rubber kind of washer as well, so make sure you have them. And then just remove the whole screen. You have rubber grommets inside, 6 of them, and that's the stock. So now we're gonna compare stock versus. As you can see, or maybe you don't, as you can see, it's smaller, slightly smaller. So I said, you gain about 2.5 centimeters at the top and 2.5 centimeters from each side. If you looking for better protection, probably go for the tallest version. So as you already see, those holes already covered. Align the bolts with the holes, so don't tie them up completely, because you have to align first all the 6 bolts, so you will have the movement. And remember, make sure you have a rubber washer and a nylon washer. So now when we have all 6 bolts aligned, slightly move them to make sure they just go into the holes and start tie them up. As you can see, we have a front windscreen completely installed, and this is the higher position, so you can see it's already slightly higher than standard version and gives you more wind protection even in the lowest position. I can see already it just extend. Before, the windshield was aligned with this kind of front body, so as you can see, extend, so it's gonna cover, hopefully it's gonna cover me much more upper body. As you can see, that's the standard one. It's not massive different, slightly different. Hopefully those small changes improve the wind blast, but at least in lower position, this windscreen cover those gaps. I wish, like, you know, WRS for the standard version actually make slightly different windshield, but again, this windshield won't fit the Adventure Sport version. Africa Twin Adventure Sport 2024 with WRS touring screen. The next modification and accessory, whatever you want to call it, which I want to add up, it's a fork shield wind protector. So basically what it does, from this part, while riding, you can feel the draft. I don't have a much problem with that, but this apparently should cover and stop that draft coming to your chest, coming to your helmet. Piece of plastic cut into the shape of the new Africa Twin, so be careful when you order these pieces, this part from unknown sources, because not of them they're gonna fit into your bike. This is specifically pre-cut and made for 2024 Africa Twin Adventure Sport, not standard one, because otherwise you won't be able to turn the handlebar, because you're gonna touch it with that plastic cover. So basically you have a copper bolts and washers. The nylon washers goes with that tiny bolts on the top. These plastic spacers go at the back with that thicker bolts, and that's it. Bolt, spacer, and that goes inside. Just line up first, tight with the hand, and this thicker bolt goes over here. From the other side, bolt, teeny plastic spacer, line up, spacer, bolt, Now when everything line up, tied up, fork shield, it's done. Make sure when you turn the handlebar nothing interfere, and hopefully this will stop the draft from the forks. I didn't really complain about the draft, but I seen the video with the previous generation, people just really make a big deal. I noticed the air come through, but definitely didn't go up high enough up to the helmet, but was some draft around the fork, so hopefully this is gonna change something. So the black color, the black plastic color really match the bike color. Doesn't really looks different that much.